Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, WorldCaseTV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of cheering. This is too loud for me. I'm gonna make the cheering so loud. I can actually turn that down, I think. Crowd noises. I've never had the reason to do that before, but I wasn't. Okay, where am I starting? I missed where it said. I need to finish in the top 15, but I have to finish ahead of Jay Ruida in the standings. To do what? Jay Rue. 99. I have to finish ahead of 99. Okay. I mean, I do what I mean. I have no idea what Jay Rue is. Okay, where am I? I'm in the back row. 26. Number 23. Nobody's behind me, which is as it should be, because I can always weave through this traffic in a dangerous and disrespectful way. And I don't know how much position I gained doing that. Maybe what I want to do is drive a little less aggressive, or a little more aggressively, and just take my chances on rewinds if I fall off. I'm trying not to fall off. If I do fall off, I will rewind, because that could destroy an entire season if I fall off and end up, in 15th place instead of winning the race. Which is why I'm playing the arcade version. If you don't know, MotoGP 25 comes with two what they call experiences. There's the Pro experience? I don't know what they call the other one. And the arcade experience. But I'm playing the arcade experience because this is a casual playthrough. It's supposed to be full of fun. It's a full playthrough, at least one season in each of the disciplines, Moto3, Moto2, and MotoGP. And completing that, I'm going to keep playing until I can win a championship. Not necessarily in all three, but at least win a Moto3 championship, or MotoGP championship. And if I have to turn the difficulty down to do it, I will. I haven't set a hard cap on how many seasons I will take to do that, but I'm playing with the adaptive AI, so I think they would let me, they'll let me win one. Maybe not the first season, the second season. I don't know. What you can do is turn off the adaptive, and it resets all your stats, and then turn the adaptive back on, and run a few races, and then it'll adjust. I don't know what to turn the adaptive. If I turned it off, I turned it off to 20, which is the lowest, and then run a Grand Prix race, and then turn it up to adaptive, and then run a couple more Grand Prix races so it resets itself. I'm afraid that it will think that that the adaptive AI gets better and better as the races go on, because it's going to assume that I will also get better. And I'm an old man. I am not going to get better. I don't get better at video games in general. Sometimes I get a little bit better. It's like a strategy game, and I learn the strategy. But even then, I don't learn better much either. So I forget a lot. And certainly my eyesight, my reflexes, and my mental nerve component are in decline, as peaked as they will ever be at my age, and continuing to go off peak. So but I love video games. I've been playing video games since there were video games. And I don't mean like since the Nintendo 64. I mean like since, and I don't mean like since the Atari 2600. I mean like since video games first came to the pinball arcades and bowling alleys, since the first Pong machine was placed in the first bowling alley. I don't know how old I was. I think I was a teenager. I remember in my pre-teens what we played in bars were, yes, I was in bars in my pre-teens. That's almost playing like mechanical bowling alley games and stuff like that, and you know, pool. American pool billiards. And you know, there were no video games and pizzerias or anything like that. The first video game system, home video game system I got was Magnavox Odyssey 2. I never got the Odyssey. The Odyssey 2 is basically Pong, and it predates like Pac-Man and all the other early video games. It was basically Pong. In fact, it was what Pong was stole Magnavox's IP for. Whoever made Pong, I want to say it was Atari, but I don't know who it was. They lost a major suit because Magnavox was able to prove that they infringed on their patent. They didn't just infringe on their patents, they stole their patented technology. But they never, you know, Magnavox had no plans of making it available in the arcades. So they just, it was a home system. They invented the home entertainment system, I think, or a home video game system. And the Odyssey 2, which I had, because I didn't get the Odyssey 1, you know, not affording it, not old enough yet to make money, and my parents wouldn't get it, but I got the Odyssey 2. And I don't think the Odyssey 1 was out that long for the Odyssey 2. I have no idea how long. We're talking over 50 years ago now. The Odyssey 2 didn't just have tennis like Pong in the arcade. It had, at least the original Pong, it had hockey and squash as well, which is like handball. I learned it as handball. Squash uses paddles, so it's squash rather than your hands. So you could either play, hockey had a smaller goal. You didn't just want to get it past the other paddle. You had to get it past in a particular area, and that was like the goal area. And you had two paddles, so you had a defender and a forward. The defender was basically active like the goalie as well. And so you could hit the ball into the corners to get a different angle coming out, and then the other guy could send the ball backwards, I think. The back paddle, or maybe it always went forward. I guess it always went forward. The goalie, I don't think you can make a goal off the goalie. I don't think. I don't remember, but I don't think so. Anyway, so whenever it hit a paddle, it went towards the other guy's side. But you might be able to confuse the guy about hitting it around the corner. Something like that. Anyway, and for some reason, it was hockey, not soccer, because I think the ends, I think maybe there was a net that was away from the back edge, but there was a back edge, where soccer there would be a net but no back edge. I don't know. they call it hockey. It's sold in North America and squash. There was a little dial you could select between the two, and there were 2 sets of paddles. Maybe that was the innovation of the Odyssey 2. There were 2 wheels, 2 paddle wheels, very tiny ones. It wasn't like, they were like little tiny buttons that you could turn. Not even as big as the volume knob on TVs at the time. Little tiny buttons you could turn. And look up a picture, Odyssey 2, Magnavox Odyssey 2. But you could switch it from 1 player to 2 player, and then 2 player use the other little knob. So that was nice. You play 2 player. I didn't really have anyone to play it with, but I might have played with somebody once at one point, but I don't remember playing it 2 player. Except you could play it because the knobs were on. It was on a single console, and there was a left knob and a right knob. You could play 2 player against yourself, which was often more fun than playing 2 player against the computer. I don't know if it was a difficulty level. I don't remember. I know there was a game choosing slider. The slider for 1 player versus 2 player. And then there was a knob. Is this the race? This is the actual race. Oh, okay. And so far I'm not doing bad, but so far I wasn't doing bad in the last one, and I ended up finishing. Where did I finish? Oh, I finished on the podium, didn't I? No, I wasn't in Parfum, or was I? Maybe I skipped it somehow. Park Ferme, the founder of the park. They should call it the May Memorial Park rather than Park Ferme. That's what they should call it. I'm picking up on banter, meaningless chatter from last episode. It's the same stream. This is the 3rd part of a 3-part stream, 3-hour stream. This is the 3rd hour. And I'm starting to get tired. Can you tell me? I'm getting hungry, but I'm not getting tired. And when I finish this up, I'm also going to go for a walk today. Which, as long as the weather's nice, I try to go for a walk every day. Some days a longer walk, some days a shorter walk, depending on how much time I have and other factors, how I'm feeling, whatever. I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned this on the YouTube segment, but I mentioned earlier in the stream that I got, I don't think I mentioned it during the actual race, but I got vaccinations on Wednesday, and then a couple more. They didn't have one in stock, so I had to come back anyway Friday. So on Wednesday, after the vaccination, I went on a long walk. For me, grueling, but I'm not a man. A long walk, and then I also, like right afterwards, and then I also had an alcoholic beverage, which if once every 2 weeks, like that's how often I have. I don't know why I decided to have it on the same day that I got my vaccines, but I think it might have been a bad idea, because I got kind of sick and my muscles were real sore. I couldn't fall asleep. So, but then yesterday, I I went back and got 2 more vaccinations, which 2 that would be less likely to get me sick, I think. And I went for a less of a walk, but still a walk yesterday. Did not have any alcoholic beverage, because I had my beverage for September already. And I felt fine. My muscles aren't sore. The injection site is a little sore. So I got 2 injections, 2 in each arm. So those muscles are a little sore, but not terribly sore. And but I did have a little stomach, not bad, but I had a little stomach thing going when I started the stream, so I started a little late, but I don't know if it's related. I have stomach issues like that fairly often. Okay, this is lap 8 of 9. This is where the adaptive AI should be letting me catch up. Either that, or it's where the adaptive AI should be trying to pass me and bump me into 5th or whatever. I do have somebody right behind me, but the guy in front should be letting me catch up, and he's not. Let's take this guy. I broke too late. I was going to try to take him by braking more aggressively. Well, I get to do it over again because I fell off. I did not try to fall off. I fell off accidentally. I realized that my prohibition of resetting unless I fall off, or my allowance of rewinding after I fall off, means that I could abuse that and just automatically fall off whenever I think I didn't take a corner well. But yeah, I'm going to be for a 3rd. Oh well. Wait, no, that was the second to last lap. I'm not going to be 3rd. Well, I may be 3rd, but not on that lap. I'm not going to be 3rd. Okay. First place guy, you got to let me catch you now, right? When I first started playing the game, the adaptive AI was beautiful. It was very exciting races. I would just nip them at the line, or I would just get nipped at the line. But it seems that the AI has adapted to the point where they don't want me to win anymore. They're not going to just allow me to win. They think my skill is as high as it was at my peak. Oh, you won 1 race? Therefore, you must be able to win all the races at this skill level. We have to up it a little bit. I wish there was a way to see what the current skill level was when it's adaptive, but I don't think it even works that way. Because, you know, it might use the F1 kind of system where it varies throughout a race. They'll let you take the lead partway in, and then they'll speed themselves up, and you gotta try to pass them, and then maybe they'll slow themselves down, and then maybe they'll speed themselves up at the very end, you know. Which I think with the standard AI, it's just, well, they go at a certain percentage of whatever their top speed is. Yeah, I was not happy with that. I am going to take 3rd. So I can really get through this corner well, and I'm not. I'm not. I'll be close. Can I run him off the road just to go to the finish line? No. He would have fallen across the line.
As the riders return to pits, let's take a look at the final standings of this Moto3 race.
Well, I came in third. Will that get me up in the standings? Who was I supposed to finish ahead of? Rueda? I think I did. Jay Rueda. I did not move up in the pits. Joe Klesko is, I was 25 points behind him. I'm now 16 points behind him. So I did gain some points on the leader. And my team is also number 3.
Here we're live from Parc Fermé. The cameras are showing the third place rider.
Parc Fermé.
Perhaps she was hoping for a win today, but a podium finish is always something to be proud of.
You heard she, yes, I have a female driver. I always try to use a female avatar. I don't know if games keep those kind of statistics, but more women and girls should play video games. And that's my way. No jumping up and down with anybody, but that's the whole scene. I let it play out. Third place. I don't know if I ever let third place play out before. Team objective, but I didn't get my personal objective? Okay, whatever. I'm moving towards pro. Yes, and the next round is, messages. Always got to check those first. I have one new message. Having finished in front of the bar cage, should prove, blah, 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 and thumbs up. Razor like that, so I didn't go well, but the team and I will try to figure something out. Next race. Yep. Okay. And I never got to answer these guys, which is really bad. I messed something up. Okay, close that. And I do have a debriefing, but first of all, I'm going to look and see what my bike development is like. Okay, they did develop my controlled fuel delivery, so now I need to develop the handling. And I don't know which handling is which. Stability or what? So I might choose the wrong one. They want stability, but I want handling. I don't want stability. The bike isn't handling well. Well, there's an easy one. Okay. Now see, it's just going to say frame, but then I still have to, in the next debriefing, be more specific. And I don't remember which one is stability and which one is stability and which one is handling, because I want the handling one. I think stability is around corners and handling is the other one that they say. I don't remember though. They want stability, but I don't want stability. I'm already high enough in stability. I want a balanced bike. Maybe I should just always go for engine power, but no, I want a balanced bike. It may not matter the handling at all, stability or handling, just because I am playing on arcade mode and you can't really fall off the bike. Paddock, who likes me? See, I don't. It says they only require rookie, but I can't join them. Yeah, that doesn't help me at all. Status overview. I want to be on your team. They didn't offer me anything at the summer break. I don't know what next season we'll see if they offer me another spot. If they don't, I might just start a new career. Call this career 0. I don't know. I might start a new career and find out I can't join their team anyway, regardless. I don't know if I had a choice of any team. Okay, let's see. I can do the next event. There are transfer rumors, but nothing that concerns me. This is the first time I've got transfer rumors. So, I mean, last race there were transfer rumors. Okay, next round is it an actual race? No, it's a race off. That's what I thought. And I always use the mini bikes because I cannot stand the flat track or the motards. And then after this would be a official qualifier, and I don't have the time for that either. So this is going to be the last event on this YouTube episode, and actually on the stream. But I will be on stream. I'll look for someone to raid, as I always do. Oh, that wasn't me. Wasn't my fault. These bikes are terrible, but they're not as terrible as the other ones, where the back end slides out on you. One is a little bit better than the other. The dirt bikes are the worst, and then the I don't know. That's the motard. I don't know what the other ones are. I don't remember. Anyway, one of them is worse than the other. This is the best. The most road bike, most racing bike like, even though it's not a racing bike. It is a street bike. And handles like a street bike. It doesn't handle with a slippy back wheel. Doesn't handle great, but. And I think this improves reputation, give me reputation points. So this is an opportunity for me to just go ahead and gain reputation points flat out, which I need to get more offers from different teams. And what was this? The week 9 or something? So there's still quite a bit of ways to go in the season. The season's like 24 weeks or 26 weeks. Something like that. 22 weeks maybe. I don't remember. Some odd weeks. If you know, leave a comment down below. These comments, I don't get enough comments on my YouTube videos. I usually get nice comments on YouTube videos when I do get comments. Sometimes I get aggressive comments, we'll say. If they're terrible, they go away. But if they're just critical, then that's fine. You be critical. I know I'm not very good at most video games. But if I could stream Pong, I would. I loved Breakout. Boy, I had Breakout on the Atari. What's now called the video game. What's now called the 2600, the original Atari video game system. It wasn't called 2600 when it first came out. Yeah, Breakout was a great game. I mean, it was simpler than the arcade game. When the arcade game came out, it was like a revolution, man. I love Breakout. so many early video games. I don't remember. Moonlander was one I remember. Moonlander had vector graphics. It was like asteroid, you know, just lines that moved around, strobe effects. And the idea was to land on the moon. You control the lunar lander, and the controls were basically, I don't know if you could pitch. You could slow down, and I think you could pitch. So you had little retro rockets you could pitch one way or the other. And then you had the main rocket that you could turn on or turn off. And the idea was you had to counter gravity and get yourself aligned right so that you landed safely on the moon. And if you didn't land safely, you know, you'd get the breaking into pieces kind of graphic that you got in asteroids when you got hit by something. Savage. Yes, and lunar lander was a big deal then because it was still the 70s? It wasn't. It was. I think it predated the space shuttle, so there were still moon landings. I don't know. Maybe it was after the moon landings, but still close enough that it was nostalgia for the moon landings. I don't know when those stopped. What year those were? Mid 70s, late 70s. And the last. What was Apollo 15? Was the last one? I don't know. Anyway, continue. What did I do? How did I do? Race-off points. Oh, that's right. I get points for race-off, and I get a free gift, which is something I don't care about. Well, physical fitness. Wait, I got over 600. What's my... You gonna tell me what my prize was? It was like equipment. 32. Oh, see, here's the messages. Great event. These arcades are always fun. Yeah, okay. More good reputations with these guys. Well, 32 minutes is a pretty short episode, but I'm afraid the full practice is going to be 20 minutes at least. Probably longer. So I think I'm going to... What does the physical fitness do? I don't know what the physical fitness does. It gives me more options for gear. I could get different goggles. Suits. I think there's some goggles I can only get. Don't click on anything. I want to keep the green ones, of course. Yeah, this one is locked. It's locked until I get... Can be unlocked by obtaining 825 points in race-off events and career. So, I mean, why do I care? I don't want these. There isn't a beautiful one. What other ones are locked? Yeah, those are crappy. Just to show off. And I don't do the motard races anyway, so dirt races. I mean, nothing else. Like off-road helmets, maybe. There's some hidden. Yeah, this one. I don't really like that one. 125 points in race-off and... Well, I've got 125 points. Do I have to click on it to select it? I don't want to know. It's saying it's locked. I could create my own helmet, but it's crappy, the helmet editor. Basically, it's, okay, you want a green helmet? You want a blue helmet? You want any color helmet you want. 900. Well, okay. I mean, 150 career points. I got well over 150 race off. Is this a bug? Okay, which one do I have? I have. Okay, these are ones that I got with the DLC, so I can use them. Which one has the check mark by it? I don't even know which one I have because I don't use them. One of these has a check mark. That one has a check mark. Okay. It's the Xiaomi MX Speed. No, they're all MX Speed. It's the Xiaomi that says UMI on the side. OMY. Okay. And SUD. Okay, so the SUD OMY. Oh my ear. Can I click on this one that I obviously have enough points for? No, I can't click on it. Well, I definitely have enough points for it. So what? Is this a bug? It's got to be a bug, right? Search your helmets online. We'll see if there's any decent ones online. Oh, so some people, you can't put stickers, but yeah, this is what you get. You get a base color, and then you can put different kind of stickers on it. Well, I guess you could put different layers on it. I could make my own green one. Maybe I'll do that, make my own green one. Not too many people have done these, huh? Or at least haven't uploaded them. Let's go to the helmet editor, see what it's like. Different layers. Helmet color, sticker material, add layer. Okay, helmet color. I've saved some colors. Let's start. That's the color of my shoulder pads. I don't know what this color was for, but I didn't get it on my shoulder pads. So, okay, let's say this is my default color. Okay, now sticker material. Okay, well, I have no stickers. Glossy plastic. Add layer. Planar projection or spherical projection. Okay, so they bow around the face and around the back if it's like spherical. Well, let's say spherical. Oh, great. Front. Here. All right, yeah, this really stinks. Okay. Okay, let's do rear. And now, see, there's just these kind of standard. Well, I could do flames. I can do all kinds of other things. Do patterns. So I could make it green and yellow by adding a yellow pattern on all sides. Like this. Oh, well, that's terrible. Let's say apply, and then I can make it bigger and move it up. Make it bigger. Why can't I get all the way to the top of the head? Okay. I just didn't move it up enough. Okay, that's too far up. Okay. Now, here's the problem. Whoops. Okay, I printed. Now, here's the problem. I want that to line up with what I've done on the side. So add a layer, still spherical projection. Well, let's do right side. And now I want to pick the same thing. Okay, and it was this one. Okay, and now apply it. And scale it up all the way in both directions. And move it so it's up near the top. And now, okay, that's not far enough. Oh, I have to rotate it. How do I rotate it? Advanced. Opacity, depth, preset, scale, depth. Okay, how do I rotate it? Rotate with the triggers. Okay. Okay, now that's going to somehow blend in with the front, right? So I'll paste it there. Now I'll go back. Now, how well is that lined up? It's terribly lined up. Actually, it's not too badly lined up. Weirdly enough, that's not bad. Okay, add another layer. Spherical. Let's do the left side now. Same pattern. Here. Same color. No, there's no color. Apply. And now maximum scaling. And position, I have to go up, so it's up at the top. But I do have to rotate it so it gets the front. Do I need to move it this way? Rotate it some more, or am I rotating it the wrong way? There. Maximum, lower, lower. No, it's not. It's not covering the top. Okay. Well, the bottom of the chin should be covered by the bottom of the chin should be covered by the front, right? Okay. Back. Add a layer. Spherical projection. Front. Same thing. Apply. Scale it, scale it, scale it, all the way scale it. Move it down. Okay, that looks good. More green on that. Okay. Okay. Now what? R is free camera. Oh, now see, that's a terrible scene. That doesn't look like a good scene at all. You look better now. Okay, it looks a little better now, I think. Okay. How did I get 5 layers? That's the same thing, but I didn't print it. Okay, so this layer I can get rid of. That's the one that didn't look as good. Here, options. Okay, here we go. There's my helmet. And save. And call this I didn't get capitals. Fan, my N key sometimes doesn't take. Yeah. See. Okay, fancy green. Save new project. Do I want to share it? Sure. There we go, fancy green. I love it. Now let's see what I look like. No, let's get the proper helmet or proper, yeah. This is now my off-road helmet. No. Oh, my creations. Share. No entries to show. Oh, is that my racing helmet then? Racing helmet. No, I can't. The racing helmet, I can't. Yeah, no entries to show. Okay. Yeah, because I don't think you can edit the. Maybe you can edit both helmets. Okay. My creations. I did share it. But nobody's ever going to see it. I did share that. Honest. Share. Okay, let's share it again. Fancy green. It's an original. It's a classic. Art. It's art. All right, there's my off-road helmet. Yay. So the next time that I do a race off, I'll have that helmet. But I still have to use that helmet because you can't edit, I don't think, a racing helmet. Maybe you can, I don't know. Anyway, I'm at 50 minutes. We got to play around a little bit with the editor. Yeah, it looks kind of crappy, but it looks better than the other off-road one, which was very crappy. Stupid words and stuff on it, but it was the only one that had the most green on it. All right, folks. It is time for me to sign off. If you are watching on Twitch, wait, you know what? I have one more thing to do. Go back in the rider customization, rider gear, off-road helmet. Okay, now it's actually the one I'll use in career because I think you have to do that. Otherwise, you just use it in fault races. Okay, there's my fancy green helmet. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around for a raid. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it. I hope you have a great night, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, great whenever until I see you again. And wherever you end up going, on the road or in life, be sure to enjoy the drive. All right, Twitch, well, same to you. I also hope you have a great whatever, but I'll see you in just a few minutes, hopefully. Stick around for a raid. YouTube, for you, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.